It appears the Trump FBI has begun arresting judges that are not going with the party line. A Milwaukee County Circuit judge was taken into custody by federal agents Friday morning for allegedly shielding an undocumented immigrant. Judge Hannah Dugan, who has been released on her own recognizance as of Friday afternoon, is still facing 2 charges of obstruction and concealing an individual from arrest. That is according to a law enforcement official speaking to CNN. We believe, they said, this is FBI Director Kash Patel, who should not be FBI Director. Nonetheless, he said, we believe Judge Dugan intentionally misdirected federal agents away from the subject to be arrested in her courthouse, Eduardo Flores Ruiz, allowing the subject, an illegal alien, to evade arrest. In this now deleted post, which is funny because I don't know why they deleted it. It's because he's sitting here crowing about it, right? But he added, thankfully our agents chased down the perp on foot and he's been in custody ever since. But the judge's obstruction created increased danger to the public. How? How is that increased danger to the public? Okay. Now, Dugan, again, was in federal custody, awaiting an initial court appearance. She is now released on her own recognizance, so I don't know when she is slated to come back. But here's the thing. They are arresting judges now on very shaky, sketchy grounds. What is going on here? According to reports, agents with Immigration and Customs Enforcement arrived at the court last week and immediately went to Dugan's courtroom. The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, in their report, cited an email from Chief Milwaukee County Circuit Judge Carl Ashley, which said that, quote, they were asked whether they had a warrant. The agents presented the warrant as well as their identification. The chief judge wrote that the ICE agents were told to wait until the court hearing had concluded. Eduardo Flores Ruiz was arrested on a federal criminal complaint earlier this week after allegedly fleeing from Dugan's courthouse when immigration authorities were planning to arrest him days earlier. Court documents indicate that Flores Ruiz learned that ICE agents were there to arrest him and fled the building. The agents confronted him outside the courthouse where he again ran away, but is soon apprehended a short distance away. Look, do I really blame him for running? No, not at all. Very likely that this guy was going to get disappeared into an El Salvadoran concentration camp without any due process. So, instead, the judge also gets arrested with no due process. Great. Now, Dugan's lawyer, Craig Mastantuono, told reporters that Judge Dugan wholeheartedly regrets and protests her arrest. It was not made in the interest of public safety. Yeah. Now, it is remarkable, and this is what Congress had said about this, remarkable that the administration would dare start to arresting state court judges. This is House Judiciary Committee ranking member Jamie Raskin. Quote, it's a whole new descent into government chaos. No, it is a descent into fascism. That's what's going on here. It's authoritarianism. All right. Now, Representative Mark Pocan told Axios, quote, the Trump administration is again breaking norms and how it's dealing with immigration, the legal system, and normalcy. This is stuff I expect from third world countries. Well, what does that say about us? We have descended into that. Now, Representative Greg Landsman of Ohio said, quote, they arrested a judge? They can no longer claim to be a party of law and order. This will have to be a red line for congressional Republicans. Unbelievable. Well, it's totally believable. And if you actually believe that congressional Republicans will do anything about this, no, you're deluded. Okay, they are 100% against rule of law. Okay, for example, Representative Derek Van Orden, a Republican from Wisconsin, told Axios this, quote, it is abundantly clear that many activist judges around the country have been acting politically in order to sabotage President Trump's agenda and disenfranchise 77 million Americans that voted for him. Wait, hold on. How does that make any sense? How does this disenfranchise 77 million Americans? That doesn't make any freaking sense. He added, judges are not supposed to write the law, and they certainly are not above it. Okay, wait. Talk to the Supreme Court then, okay, which has been overturning legal precedent in order to help Donald Trump. And by the way, the same Supreme Court members, okay, have been getting money and gifts, or at least gifts worth millions of dollars from really, really very, very wealthy Republican donors like Harlan Crow. And they seem to be above the law because nobody's going to do anything about it. Yeah, well, no, weird. That's supposed to be not above the law. And by the way, they also helped Donald Trump become above the law by saying, well, you can't go after a president, okay, for official acts. Okay, you can't do that. He is immune from any prosecution. So, yeah, I wonder who's been following the rule of law and who hasn't been. Yeah. Oh, there's more. Representative Troy Nehls of Texas told Axios to lock him up. Great. Representative Tim Burchett, Tennessee, saying if she broke the law, she needs to be prosecuted to the fullest extent. No double standards. That's funny because there are already double standards. Trump broke the law. Trump broke the law. Guess what? He didn't get prosecuted at all. Nope. No. Again, he broke the law. He is a convicted felon now. 37 counts. 37 counts for Trump. But what happened to him? Not a goddamn thing. Not a goddamn thing happened to him at all. No, these Republicans, all of them, they hate America. They hate this country. They hate the Constitution. They hate rule of law, all of it. And it is about time that people start, actually acknowledging that. All right, that's it. They're arresting judges. Okay, they're arresting judges in order to do what? To send a message to other judges. That message being, fall in line, or we at the now corrupt FBI are going to come for you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.